What is up? We're back with another video. If you haven't seen me on screen before, make sure you go ahead and subscribe. Make sure you hit that post notification bell so you won't miss videos like this. It's your girl Medusa. I'm gonna be changing that name soon. I don't know, I feel like I grew out of that name. But yeah, I mean, if y'all watch my family channel, y'all already know my name is Key Shayla. But I don't know, I just don't see that being, you know, a YouTube channel name. So if y'all know any names that would go, like, you know, that my name could fit in, that could be my YouTube channel name, put them in the comments down below. But as you can see, this is gonna be how I found out I was pregnant story time. I mean, we kind of did plan it a little, you know. It wasn't just a slip up. It wasn't a surprise that I was pregnant when I found out that I was pregnant, but we wasn't forcing anything. Like, you know, if it happened, it happened. Okay, you know, we wasn't forcing anything. What made me think that I needed to take a test? So I don't think I was getting symptoms beforehand, but I did go visit my sister in Alabama a little before, you know, I was supposed to start my menstrual. So I was like, if it's gonna come on, it's gonna come on there or whatever. So the days that it was, you know, slowly starting to come up, it didn't, you know, didn't show. And I was thinking like, am I pregnant? Like, I wasn't having symptoms usually. Usually when I'm finna find out I'm pregnant, I usually feel like I'm finna pass out, really. Like, I feel hot and I feel like I'm, you know, finna pass out. So that'd be like a clue, like, hey, you might be pregnant. But I didn't feel that because my sister had the house on like 64 the entire time I was there. Like, I was sick. She got me sick out there. I mean, it's Alabama, it was hot, but she had the house like very cold and I got sick. I went to the store and I bought a pregnancy test, you know, when I was thinking like, hey, I'm supposed to start, let me buy this pregnancy test. So it actually did not work. I forgot like what happened and why it didn't work. Like, I think I put too much pee on it or something. Like, it was one of the squeezy things and I did it wrong in some type of way. I don't remember how I did it wrong, but I know I did it wrong. And it just ended up not working. So I went like some time before I, you know, actually found out I was pregnant. And I had went down there because she was gonna have a baby. I was gonna help her, you know, because her, you know, her man had to go back to work with her. So I was gonna be a little helping hand. But yeah, so that first day she was in the hospital, but then the second day she came home and I was like, girl, I think I'm pregnant. And she was like, I got a test. So I'm like, that's great, let me get that. So then she gave me the test and I went to the bathroom. Like, okay, I did not want to tell her, I'm not gonna lie, I love my sister, love it up. I did not want to tell her because, you know, you're not supposed to tell people too early. You're supposed to wait. So I didn't want to tell her, but it's like, I didn't told her, you know, that I might be. She didn't give me a test, she gonna ask. But if she wouldn't have asked, I wouldn't have brought it up. And plus, also, she didn't tell me she was pregnant until she was like 7 months pregnant. I was a little mad about that. So I'm like, I ain't telling her nothing. She ain't knowing nothing. So I went to go take the test and I wanted to record it so I could show my husband because my husband was not there. I went to Alabama by myself with me and my son. My husband was not there, so I took the test and here's the clip right here. A little bit of the clip because I'm gonna do a whole another video showing the entire clip. It was like I knew it, but I didn't know it, but I was like, okay, good, you know, because it was semi-planning, but not really planning. Like, I was like, I want another baby. He was like, okay. So, you know, we just did what we did. And then I was sitting on the, like, it was like hours had passed and I'm thinking she forgot, my sister forgot. Okay, we good, she ain't gonna know. I'm gonna go back home before she even know that I'm pregnant. I'm gonna be a few months in before I even tell her I'm pregnant. And then she was like, did you ever take that test? And I was like, yeah. She was like, is you pregnant? And I was like, yeah. Like, I didn't want to tell her, but it's like I can't lie. She is just in my face asking me. So I told her, And then she was like, I think she asked, how do I feel or something about that. I'm okay. I'm okay with it. I don't mind. But yeah, I was really trying to surprise my husband when I got back home, but things did not go as planned. So when I found out, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna surprise him. I'm not gonna tell him, even though I'm telling him like, hey, my period didn't come. He like saying like, did you take a test? Did you take a test? Did you take a test? I'm like, okay, so I shouldn't have said that, because now he asking me, but I want to surprise him. So I'm like, I got my period. A little, like, just so I can make sure I surprise him, because I didn't want him to be like, yeah, she pregnant. She ain't never say nothing about this period. Yeah, she pregnant. So yeah, but then a few days in, you know, I got my son there. I cannot pick him up because, you know, when you're pregnant, you gotta take it easy, especially in the first few weeks. Make sure, you know, you don't lose the baby. So I was getting a little stressed out. Like, I didn't expect to find out I was pregnant on that trip. Like, you know, I was there to help out with the babies, with her older son. You know, I had my son. So I'm like, yeah, I'm in a little predicament here. And then my son is very bad. He kept jumping. At that time, she had an apartment where she was staying over some people. She wanted me to like keep him from jumping, and I was like stressed. I'm like, how am I supposed to keep him from jumping? Like, he did not walk. He jumped everywhere. Hop, skip, jump all around that apartment. And I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna have to go back home a little early. My husband finna have to get this boy, because I'm not gonna chase around him. He was jumping in the crib, jumping off the couch, jumping on the floor, and she didn't want him to jump. So I'm like, what am I supposed, I gotta take him back to his dad, because I can't keep picking him up, popping him, you know, stressing my body out. My hormones start going crazy. I'm sitting up crying. I'm stressed. Like, I was stressed. I don't even know why. It was like nothing to really be stressed about. I mean, it was. I had to stop him from jumping, and he wouldn't stop jumping. Like, so yeah, I had booked a flight home, I think 2 days earlier, because I was supposed to stay there 2 weeks. I think I booked the flight 2 days earlier than what it was supposed to be booked, because I could not stay them 2 more days. I don't know what it was, bro. I just had to get back home. I'm missing my husband, my son, jumping around everybody's house, and I just had to get back home. I wanted to, you know, get my husband's reaction on camera. I wanted to, you know, wait to tell him, but when I got here, I just, you know, I don't know how to say it. Like I can't, like, I don't know if I was feeling butterflies. Like, you know, I was feeling like very, very, very in love. So like, it was like, I missed you. And then I was like, he said something to the effect of like, I don't even want to say what he said, but he said something about pregnant. And I was like, already am. And he was like, you is for real? It's kind of hard without context, but it was some nasty talk. But yeah, I was like, I already am. And he was like, you is? And then I was like, yeah. Then he was like, I thought you said you got your period. I was like, I lied. So before we started telling people though, we had went to Chris' sister house. I think they just wanted to cook together, you know. And we went to her house and we was cooking, and she offered me a glass of wine, and I'm like, nah, I'm okay. Like, I'm just acting like I don't want to drink. So then she was like, here. Like, she just gave it to me. So I'm like, I can't just, you know, keep on fighting it up. So I gave it to Chris, but still she found out that I gave mine to Chris. Like, he had drunk it or whatever. She was like, that's Keisha cup. He was like, yeah. So I was thinking like, dang, she finna find out, because she the type to find out. She the type to, you know, just say it. And I don't think I would have lied. You know, we didn't tell family for a few weeks, because, you know, we're not supposed to tell them for the first 13 weeks or whatever. But we told his mom first, and he was just like, I don't know what his thought process was when he told his mom. He was like, I need you to help me plan a gender reveal. And then she was like, whose? And then he was like, Keisha. She seemed pretty happy, but we left right after, so you know, we sit and talk about it. But I don't remember how he told his sister. I think he told his sister by himself, and I think I just let everybody else find out on Facebook. But I think I told my brother first. Like, that's the only person I told. I told my brother first, and then I let everybody else find out on Facebook, because I don't really talk to nobody else. But yeah, that is story time on how I found out I was pregnant and how we told our family and friends. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you for watching. Make sure you go ahead and subscribe. Make sure you hit the post notification bell. Make sure you comment on video suggestions. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to my family channel, because that is where we'll be posting, you know, more family things. This is just me and girl talking story time. Make sure you put those video suggestions down in the comments. I'll see you in the next video.